AudioJungle.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and season 2, episode 2 of An Englishman Abroad, managing Buriram United in Thailand. So since the first episode of season 2, where we played the Champions Cup game and Wangtong United, we've been in sensational form. It's winning 4-0 against BG Pathum and won 5-0 in the Champions League Group G before back-to-back 8-0 wins against Nong Boya Pichaya, who I think are a promoted team. Seoul in the Champions League, who had 2 4-0 victories over Prachuap and Ratchaburi, and then we won 2-1 against Saitama United in the Champions League before a 5-1 win against Konkain in the League Cup second round. So we've come back for the FA Cup second round, and we've also got in today's episode Champions League Group G game against SLNA. So moving on to the first game. This will be the lineup. We're going to rotate in the cups this year, which we did last year, which obviously come back to bite us, losing to China at Hornbill. But we're going to have Melee in goal, Wiri Udom Siri, Henry Boone, Duan Van Ho, Selenon, and Singaraj, James, Faisal Zayed, Sarachat, Poomkru, and a young English forward up front in Ruman Burrell. Played for us in the last game and actually scored and got man of the match on his debut. He's a young player who was actually, strangely, on loan in Brazil, contracted to Middlesbrough. So we tried to sign him when his contract was about to run out, and he signed a new deal with Middlesbrough. And then straight away we were able to just go in and buy him for around £80,000, which to me seemed a bargain. I had no problems with negotiating contract, considering that Middlesbrough had already allowed him to go abroad and play in Brazil. So game's off and underway. We've got ball down the right, Selenon back for James, and then we had a shot that's just struck wide. Not too sure what's going on in the graphics. Got a few issues with the computer at the moment, trying to figure out what's happening. So not got much of an information display, but Faisal Zayed is in down the left hand side, cuts into the box and finishes very confidently for the first goal of the game and give us a 1-0 lead. So at the moment I think I'm going to leave the tablet down for this game. There's not too much information we need because it's a cup game anyway. Had an attack there where got in down the left, Burrell got the ball but shot straight at the keeper. Faisal Zayed now coming all the way across the pitch. Ball into the middle. Sarachat tries, couldn't get the shot off first time, but when the ball comes back to him in the box, turns and places the ball in the far right hand side of the goal. And that's a confident finish from a player in form who looks really bright in the first team. He's been a bit of a star in the opening games. 3 across this attacking midfield in the first team have been absolutely fantastic, as you saw by the results at the start, getting some brilliant 8-0 wins and 4-0 wins back to back, and yeah, the form of the team has just been phenomenal, considering that we're coming off the back of a invincible season in terms of the league. We've just continued that straight on. Our form in the Champions League, which is the one that we want, really want to be winning this Asian Champions League this season, has been impressive as well. We got a corner here. Ball swung in. It's headed over for a goal kick. But yeah, considering how disappointing really we was with the Zhangzhou game, it was something that when we went away in the off season, started to try and build a team out of domestic players and those foreign players that we could replace, because we really want to have a crack at winning that. So fingers crossed we got the right blend this time, and the opening games in the Champions League suggest that we might have it right. But back to the action on the field, and we're 3-0 up now. The ball across, Faisal Zayed on the back post. Sarachat with the cross. Zayed actually hits the post with the header first, and as the ball comes back, he's the first one to react. Tucks it away left-footed into the bottom right corner. And I think we're out of sight. I'm going to actually make a change here, and I'm going to take off Sarachat. Don't really want to be risking out and out first teamers when the job's done. So I'm going to bring on Jaidid for Sarachat in the first change. On the pitch, the highlight going on where they're trying to get out their own half, but we're quickly to stamp it out and then push it back up the field. However, we've now let them in behind, and a college Sriracha have got a goal back. Not too sure really who was at fault there. It just seemed like a long ball over the top that wasn't dealt with, and then the goalie was a little bit quick to rush off his line. Somehow it's beat him, ended up in the back of the net, and deficit is reduced to 3-1 for them. So we've got a throw in now where we're coming in off of the left hand side, and James has had a shot from quite a distance out. It's not too far away, but the goalkeeper seemed pretty confident that he'd got it covered. Didn't really even make an attempt to try and get over to save it. So coming down to the closing stages of the first game, Faisal Zayed has now picked up a knock, which is not what we wanted in a rotated cup game where we were comfortable. But as it was pulling the strings, I thought we'd just leave him out there. Probably going to come back to bite us. So Alves has come on for him. Gets the cross in and wins a corner. As the corner comes in, it's headed quite wayward though. Not going to trouble the goalkeeper, and I think with 4 minutes added on, we're pretty much in that time anyway. And that's it. It's another win. Progression into the third round of the FA Cup, which is always positive. And then we're going to push on now to the next game in the video and hopefully continue our winning streak. Okay, so the second match of the episode is going to be in the Asian Champions League. So we're going back to a full strength lineup, having given quite a few of our first teamers a rest in that first game in the FA Cup. Players like Lima, Jaidid, Mwanta, Panya, Alves, all coming back in from the start. This is a team that we pretty much brushed aside earlier on in the group stage. So fingers crossed we can just turn up, do another professional job, get in, get out with the 3 points. And I believe if we win this game, we will win the group automatically, which will be a big bonus for us. But the first highlight goes against us. It's a long free kick that goes straight through to the goalkeeper. He's now taking his time before he lumps it forwards. Wanta gets the ball. That's a shot from distance, not too far away. That would have been a brilliant goal had we have gone straight from the back, straight to the net, but wasn't to be. So try and keep an eye out for the other game in our group as we get a corner. Swung in, it's cleared away. James. Sarachat plays it through to Mwanta. Mwanta's got 6 goals this season already. He's turning out to be a gem of a player. In the international break just gone, he's played for Thailand in both games. I think he scored 2 goals in the 2 games. So he's turned into a real star both for club and country, which is a big positive. So we now have a corner. Swung in. JD gets the ball. Lays it to James. James has had a shot. Leon James. Oh my, 30 yards out. He's hit that so hard from distance. JD tries the shot himself. It bounces back to him and he's hit it right footed. It's gone like an arrow. Straight in the top corner. What a way to get your first goal for Buriram United. That is one that will live long in the memory, I'm sure. Especially for the fans who have paid to come and see that. I believe we'll have had a full arena for the game. We're on the attack again. Jadid's now rivaled him for goal of the night. We could have our own compilation of goals of the round here. Sarachat gets it, lays it to Jadid, and he's done exactly the same as what Leon James did. Just put his right foot through the ball, and it's gone like an arrow straight into the top corner. So we have a free kick, swung in. Goalkeeper comes out to try and meet it, doesn't really get too much on it. Probably should have punished that, but let them off. So again, we've got a corner that gets swung in. They deal with it pretty easy this time. And they've launched a counter-attack of their own. However, it comes to nothing because they drag the shot wide. Probably a let-off for us, but considering that they've had that single shot and only 37% of the possession, that would have been completely against the run of play, as we are on top so much. But we get the ball in defence, try to play straight up the park. Instead it comes back towards us. Now going to try and work it up the wing, off the left side. Akansiri loses the ball quite high up the pitch, so he's going to have to retreat. But they're trying to pass it around, they give it straight back to us. Jadid tries another one. Considering the goal he's just scored, I'm not surprised that he's actually trying that from there, to be honest. If we're all fancying a goal tonight, that's probably the way we're going to do it. Poor Mateus Alves isn't really getting a look in when we're scoring from 30 yards every time. But here's Mwanta on the right hand side. He plays the ball through to Sarachat, and Super Choc Sarachat scores his 8th goal of the season. And these 3 across the midfield, Mwanta, Sarachat and Panya, are turning into real superstars. That is a brilliant finish. Beats the goalie at his near post to make it 4-0. We're already out of sight. If we have a little look down here in the other game, Seoul are actually losing at home. So if I try and let's see if we can't get the league table up here. So yeah, with 12 points, we'd already be qualified here. So ball to Jadid, Sarachat out. Ceylon, who's gone down. Wanta's going to take the penalty. Let's see if he can convert this for 5-0. He does indeed. Hard and low, keeper can't get down to stop that. And we are running away with this game in the first half. 5-0 already. considering this team is bottom of the group, 0 points, take it that everybody that's turned up and played against them has just dominated the game. Which we certainly have. Had 19 shots, 8 of them on target, nearly 2 XG. Now we've got another corner that gets swung in. Comes out to Leon James, who's teed it up for Jaded, and he scored his 7th goal of the season. So it was just a simple corner that got nodded out. James just rolled it into his path. I don't know if that takes a deflection or not, but it's past the goalkeeper for 6. And it's nice for a change to have a game on video that could end up like a cricket score. Because normally, when you have a run of games where you win 8-0, 8-0, 4-0, 4-0, the next one when you come back isn't another 6-0 at half-time kind of game. They're normally 0-0s that drag on and on and on, and you can't break the team down. So, a bit relieved that that's not the case and that all of our players are playing quite well. So I think with us being so comfortable, going to make a change. Up front, going to give a chance to Kasem Koulibaly. I think that says. Sorry if I'm butchering the names of the players. Some of these Thai names are difficult to pronounce. This one's a bit easier. I'll bring on Philip Roller at right back. But yeah, Thai pronunciations have not been my strong point at all in this series. So there's a clip where the ball just goes straight through to the goalkeeper. He's lumped it forwards, almost caught out with the ball over the top again, but instead Sarachat's picked it up. He's had another go from distance, but this time he's dragged the shot wide. It almost looked as if he felt sorry for them there because he didn't get a good enough connection on the ball and taking the shot on so early when he could have run into the space in front of him as well. So got a free kick. Lima's put it across. Panya picks it up. Jaded has had a shot and I think he scored certainly 2 from outside the box. That might be... Has he got 3? I'll have to have a look when we go back to the main screen, but that's another fantastic finish. Just takes it out of his feet, pings it in off the post. And has Jaded scored? He has scored a hat-trick. And I think he scored all 3 goals from outside the box, which is phenomenal. He's having his own goal of the game competition. So I think it's pretty safe to say that we're not going to be caught in this game. Our Seoul looks like they've turned the game around in the other game in the group. They have indeed. They were 1-0 down. They're now 2-1 up. So it looks like the game against Seoul next up will have some importance. I don't think I've ever seen a 10 rating on Football Manager in one of my games. But Jaded for a brief second there was a 10. He's running at a 9.9. If he goes back up to 10, I might substitute him off just to preserve that. He's currently at a 10, so I think it's time for him to come off. He's playing in the middle of the park. I'll try and get him off with a 10 rating with that superb hat-trick. So it looks like the last 20 minutes of this game are just going to be a formality anyway. But we're not letting up. Another ball out wide. Wanton's picked it up, lays it off outside of him. There's a cross in. Sarachat's got another goal. That's number 9 on the season. And we really are putting them to the sword. in this game. Great ball out wide. Roller with the cross. Sarachat with the header. Keeper flies across. Can't keep that one out. So that's 2 for Sarachat, 3 for Jaded, 2 for Wanta, and Leon James's long range strike. As we've got a corner, Lima plays it in, gets cleared back towards the halfway line. James to Roller, clips it forwards, goes straight to the defence. They're going to try and play out from the back. Knocking it about, lump it long, we turn it over. Panion's laid it off Sarachat. He gives it back to Poomcrew, I think that was. Had a long distance shot that went wide. Throw in, gets intercepted. Play the ball up to the halfway line. Now they're backpedaling. Hit it up and over the top to nobody. Goalkeeper's going to come out, kill a few seconds, rolls it out to the left back, plays it to Panya, cuts inside, has a shot from distance, why not? And it's a goal kick. Highlights are coming thick and fast in this game. So Akram Siri plays it to Panya, cuts inside, boom, Q has scored from outside the box as well. These goals have been sublime. I don't think I've ever seen a game where every single goal, barring the header maybe, could be a goal of the season contender. These are amazing. I wouldn't like to be the person who does the season review and has to pick between all of these goals. Lima's on the front foot. He's got it down to Mohanty. He's crossed it in. Mechanic Panya's now got his 9th goal of the season, and we are winning 10-0. I don't know much about the Asian Champions League, but SLNA look like a team that do not belong in it because they are gifting us goals. We've had a total of 34 shots. 15 of those on target produced 10 goals, and we're still on the attack. Lima had the corner in, and then Poomkayu almost bent a shot in from distance. That would have made it 11. Our XG is 3.07, and we've scored 10 goals. That's 62% possession. We're just absolutely obliterating this team. Almost feel sorry and want to start defending just to give them a break, but it's not how the game works, is it? We want to go and score as many goals as we can. I think we scored 18 goals against this one team in the Champions League. That's got to be some kind of record. Got Lima with the ball in. Header though for a change goes wide. And I'll be relieved to see that. Goalkeeper's going to lump it forwards. Gets a flick on. Play it to Lima, who knocks it forward himself. And then the striker we brought on just had a shot from distance. That's gone wide. It's going to tick the clock down a little bit. However, the goalkeeper gives us the ball back. Ball spread out to Mwanta, who goes down, but the tackle was good. Only get a throw in. And I think this is just going to be the highlight that runs the clock out. So we've got another throw in. Throws it. Doesn't really come to anything. Lima pumps it forwards. Ball goes out of play. That's full time, and that is by far the best result I have had in Football Manager 2021. Sorry, yeah. That's amazing. I know it's a team that is expected to win these kinds of games, but I feel that the squad I've built now, instead of in last season's videos, we would have let them have chances and let them back into the game. We have hammered teams. So we're going to leave it there for this video. I did get a bit carried away with the amount of goals we scored against that one team. It's not quite 18, but it is 15 goals. And as you can see by the amount of goals we're scoring in this save at the moment, something special might be coming towards the end of the season. I really believe that I've built a team here from the domestic players, from the international players, the foreigners that we've brought in. We really can have something special here. So Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Big thank you to all those that already have recently hit that 150 subscriber milestone, which is fantastic. Thanks again to each and every one of you. If you like the daily content, hit the thumbs up. If there's anything you think I could do better, leave a comment down below. I'll try and get back to you. Until the next video, stay safe and I shall see you soon.